again, like that's just the point, or that's just a good example of this whole cancel culture in the first place. Like, dude, you can't shut his podcast down. You know what I mean? You can't shut him down. He never was talking about being a scientist, a fucking doctor, he's not saying that he's like this professional, but he gets on a level with these people who know what they work on and you know what they actually are interested in, and lets them almost explain it. And I feel like Joe Rogan, he's not like someone who's like this almighty teacher. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just feel like most of the time, a lot of people agree, or you not even to agree to what he says. You know, have a mutual feeling about that specific thing, but even if it's something to think about, Joe Rogan brings a good question about it. You know what I mean?
And it's each person's own individual right where they get their information from, regardless. Exactly. So if they want to get their information from Joe Rogan's podcast, like that's their own. It should be everyone's own individual responsibility of where they get their news from in the first place. Because honestly, even us just watching the news between CNN and Fox or wherever you're getting your information from is completely different depending on the platform.
And it's
that
bias. He's not being biased. He's actually being the opposite of biased. Look, they say this is right.
Open playing field.
I'm showing you an alternative. I'm not forcing it down your fucking throat. I'm not a legal entity like how the government is.
It's your choice to listen to that podcast and take away from it what you want to take away from
100%.
it.
I've also heard that the owner of Spotify is Swedish.
I just listened to that one today. I'm talking about that.
The owner of Spotify is doing a really good job at staying strong with like the true American belief of like your word is your word. You should be able to say what you want to be able to say.
You should.
And when I bring up the fact that he's Swedish, he's from a country that has freedom of speech, that is not ruled by a dictator, monarchy bullshit. Yeah. So he's very used to being able to say, this is my word, this you can't say nothing about it. And I do want to bring that up because he is doing a good job at supporting Joe, being the #1 watched and most downloaded interviewer podcast or whatever you want to call them, because you go on CNN, they're getting like 2 million viewers a day or whatever it's considered, however you want to look at it. Joe gets about, on average, like 10 million, 11 million viewers a podcast. So it's like he's getting views, people are mad, and Spotify's backing him up. Joe made a very good decision going there because I think he knew this would happen. I think
YouTube would have bent the knee for sure.
I think, to be honest with you, Joe's setting up these interviews on purpose. He's putting them in the dates in order like he wants, because he knows what he's doing.
For sure.
I think he's putting, okay, I want to interview this doctor, and then right after that, I want to interview this doctor, so that when people want to say this or this, that he's got. Well, I just talked to him.
Both sides.
It's like he's fighting this battle so evenly. He knows what he's doing.
And if anyone tries to act like he's not, then you are basically kind of contradicting yourself, because it's like, well, look at the people he's had. Look at the people. Look, they're big, they're small. But I have both of them. Yeah. He's got both sides of the coin, so you can't be like, well, he's biased. No. Look at both sides. You agree with that dude that he had on. So what are you even talking about?
And you almost see that while he's doing like the or like interviewing someone in the octagon. He still is like trying to be genuine with him, I feel like. And I think, people might be more upset that